Hello and welcome to another week with Rose Dreamtime Messages. How did you go last week? Did you have a good week? We pulled out the two cards, I Am Determined with Crocodile and Dragonfly by midnight, and we pulled out the family songlines, I Am Healing. So it was clear to see that last week you were mastering a change, and the more that you can master that change, the more it's bringing a healing to you, and also bringing about a new way of life. So this can be very exciting, especially when you're finally being able to move forward and letting go of the past and the things that were that you're realizing that weren't working. So the week is starting this week on the 24th of August and running through until the 30th. So if you were fortunate enough to get one of my card decks, it comes in a box and you've got your 85-page booklet and 33 glossy cards. As mentioned, you would have known that I've mentioned in a previous video, I will be remaking the cards, printing some more, but not just yet. So I thank you to everyone for your patience during this time. So every week I pull out two cards and to keep us motivated and focused on our goals and connected, so that we can feel that sense of belonging again to culture and family and all those things that we love and that are very important to us. So let's get right to it and see the two cards that we're going to guide us this week and bring us those beautiful messages that we love. And the first card that we drew is with Tasmanian Tiger, I Am Open. And the Tasmanian Tiger with Baby is giving us the message that when I allow myself to be open to new ideas, I give myself permission to step outside of my comfort zone, and this results in the ultimate solution, my self-realization. So we can become pretty comfortable in our little ways, or in our little habits, or even our routines as well. So, Tasmanian Tiger is basically letting us know that there can be some possibilities and realizations that will come to the surface when we give ourselves permission to step outside of our comfort zone and become more open to the possibilities that this brings us. So the guidance is that when you can look back at how far you've come from where you've started out to where you are now, sometimes this can be a secret ingredient to obtaining the next level of your achievement. Because we're rush all the time. We've got to get this done, and also it's got to be done by this certain time. So it's basically saying just pause for a moment and have a look back at how far you've come. It's not about dwelling on the past, but it's about having a look at all the things that we've achieved and to get to where we are now, and to recognize and have a careful look at what you've learned. This is really important for integrating changes as well. The action step is to get ready to conquer your next stage. You're coming near to breaking a cycle, so try not to rush during this stage, but reflect on all the lessons you've learned. The cycle could be connected to the past in relation to family, work, or a relationship that didn't work out. Whatever it is, allow Tasmanian Tiger to be your guide whilst you take some important time out to reflect and contemplate your past without dwelling. Projects take time, patience, and a new level of understanding that you need to learn to open yourself up more often. So continue to nurture the outcome, and it will surely come about for you. Be sure to be open to amazing things that will be open to you. So you are This is giving you self-realization. You're realizing so many things about yourself. You're letting go of the past. You're breaking a cycle that has been not serving you. So you could be resisting change at the moment. You may be feeling stubborn or narrow-minded. So the Tasmanian tiger is helping you to take a few steps back in order to move forward. So, you know, I know that may be a different or new concept, but it's so important during this time while you're making all these changes, which is great. So let's see the next card, animal that's going to be accompanying the Tasmanian tiger this week. And we drew dingo. I am advancing. So, you know, this is clear to see that this exercise is going to provide an advancement for you. So that is the so very best thing that we can hear right now. And so dingo is number 21. So if we go to the guidebook, it gives us some more detailed information. And the dingo lets you know it is a time to begin or end something, and from this beginning or ending, you will find the missing piece of yourself in order to advance yourself. So, wow, this is pretty good information, and you know, and enabling us to have a key to something. Especially when it's to do with the development of your soul, and that you can take some action steps this week in order to carry out the benefits of Tasmanian tiger and dingo. So you are at a crossroads in your life, and you are either beginning a certain chapter of your life or you're leaving one behind. So choose wisely, but remember to use your instincts like the dingo to come to a conclusion about the best way to go. So the action step for you this week with the dingo is to have trust in your personal guidance system by having more faith in your instincts to show you the way so that you can make spiritual progress to develop your soul. And I know I've said this before, but having a journal to write out these experiences and self-realizations is so important, because when you remember something later down the track and you're like, oh, what was that? You can go back to your journal and you can go, yes, that's exactly what it was. It really does help. And it can also enable you to make even more progress or go deeper into something that you're not quite sure of or you're not understanding completely. So the negative, you may be feeling blocked, inactive, or disbelieving. There's a disbelief. So there's a new beginning or ending coming. You're making spiritual progress and you are developing yourself. So those are the two cards that we drew this week. So it's so very important to take a few steps back this week in order to just slow right down the pace, you know, take a few steps back, see where you've come, use this time to reflect on the things that you've learned and how far you've come to this point, because dingo's letting you know that through your instincts you can quite easily advance yourself by doing this. You know, it's very progressive in that, especially with the cards that we drew last week, which was about, you know, mastering a change, and from this change you'll receive a healing. So, you know, it's like, you know, having a look at the past and how far you've come, you know, will put things really in perspective, so that you continue to advance yourself through your instincts. And it may not be something that you've been used to before, but you're learning to do this more and more now in order to take advantage of more opportunities that are coming. So I hope you have a wonderful week with these two. It's pretty exciting to draw these two cards. these two animals are, my absolute favourite. The dingo is my totem, and the Tasmanian tiger, I got the Tasmanian tiger actually in a vision, even before I did the dingo. And so when I saw it, I only had it was like a flash. I drew it out and I didn't even know what animal it was. I actually thought it was a dingo, but because I saw some stripes on the back. So when I did some research to understand more about the animal, it was clear to me that, that this was related, that the Tasmanian tiger was about change, and it was about ensuring that we don't become extinct in our dreams, and also ensuring that we're more open to change, because it can be hard, and we can feel like we're stuck in the past. So that's basically what the Tasmanian tiger gives us, that reminder. So it's a pretty powerful reminder and lesson to have, not to be stuck in the past, and just to let go a little. So I hope you have a wonderful week with these two, and I'll see you again next week. And bye for now. Have a great week with these two. Bye.